systems are the most critical element of air, sea, and land defenses by instantly detecting enemy threats on the battlefield. For many years, the Russian Federation was very proud of its air defense and radar systems. However, the Ukrainian war, which started in 2022, revealed that Russia's vaunted resources were ineffective. Advanced air defense systems such as the S-300, S-400, S-500 were rendered impotent in the face of Ukrainian attacks, and Russian radars did not come out of the attacks with pride. Western weapons undoubtedly played a major role in Ukraine's success. At the beginning of week, the Ukrainian armed forces achieved a critical success by destroying the rarest Russian unit. ATACMS ballistic missiles let Ukrainian forces destroy a Russian Nebo-M radar system. The destruction of the Nebo-M radar station will open a suitable air corridor for the efficient operation of Storm Shadow and Scalp EG cruise missiles. Announced on October 3rd by the Ukrainian General Staff, this operation is the second one in which Ukraine effectively neutralizing a Nebo-M radar system. August 24th, 2023, saw the first destructive operation carried out during a main directorate of Military Intelligence Special Forces unit raid in Crimea. The General Staff claims that Russia boasts just 10 operational systems of this kind, each costing roughly $100 million. The air superiority of the Russian military would be greatly impacted by the destruction of 2 of these systems. What then is known about this unique Russian item valued at $100 million? Designed for early warning and target acquisition, the highly sophisticated Russian radar known as Nebo-M, also 55ZH6M, the radar technology lets it find a broad spectrum of targets, including cruise missiles, stealth aircraft, and other airborne weapons. Depending on the target's size and elevation, the system's maximum detecting range is roughly 600 kilometers. It may simultaneously track up to 200 various goals. It gives integrated air defense systems, including the S-400 and S-300 real-time data, therefore enhancing their capacity to neutralize hostile threats. More difficult to find and target than fixed radar systems, Nebo-M is also transportable, placed on vehicles. Aiming these radar systems not only disturbs Russian forces' capacity to identify approaching threats, but also lessens the S-400 and S-300 systems' aiming accuracy depending on these radar data. Nebo-M's contribution in offering long-range detection capabilities is crucial in the larger framework of the war, since it enables Russia to monitor vast areas of the ground and regulate its airspace. Disabling these systems would render Russia less able to control the air and increase the vulnerability of its air defenses to saturation strikes, in which case many missiles or planes are deployed to overwhelm surviving defenses. The loss of Nebo-M radars would restrict Russia's capacity to give ground forces early warning and raise the possibility of surprise drone or missile strikes on strategic targets. Since Nebo-M is strategically important, its destruction seriously affects Russian defense operations. Early in the 2000s, the Nebo-M surfaced as a part of Russia's next-generation air defense system, with notable advancements in radar detection range, mobility, and electronic warfare resistance. Russia is expected to have installed more than 50 Nebo-M radar systems over its territory by 2022, including important military zones like the western and southern military districts and crucial sites close to her borders. Usually used in concert with other long-range radar systems and missile defense systems, these radars build a multi-layered defense network. Apart from home deployment, Nebo-M units are also positioned in strategic locations, such as Kaliningrad, Crimea, the borders with NATO nations, where they significantly monitor NATO aviation activity. Russian military manufacturing is opaque, so it is difficult to ascertain the overall quantity of units manufactured. Estimations indicate that Russia would try to raise this figure in reaction to more NATO air activity and the war with Ukraine. Russia frequently compliments the Nebo-M radar system for allegedly detecting stealthy aircraft like the F-22 and F-35, a claim that has attracted a lot of attention but is yet unverified in real-world conflict environments. Technically, Nebo-M runs on several frequency ranges, including X-band, L-band, and VHF. By using flaws in stealth technology at low frequencies, NEBO-M can more precisely track low observable aircraft, therefore theoretically providing an advantage over older systems. This is a key component of Russia's more general military story. Here, improved countermeasures against Western technologies meant to neutralize the alleged superiority of NATO's air power are portrayed as NEBO-M. Though supported by technical data, these assertions should be viewed carefully, since they are typically part of strategic or propaganda message meant to improve the impression of Russia's military might. Notwithstanding these assertions, there is insufficient concrete data from actual wars to firmly establish that NEBO-M can consistently identify and monitor stealth fighter aircraft. Given that no confirmed cases of NEBO-M radar effectively monitoring or targeting these aircraft in operational conditions, the absence of combat-proven evidence begs questions about the actual efficacy of the radar system. While NEBO-M can detect stealth aircraft under specific conditions, it is likely to be at lower ranges and with varying degrees of sensitivity, since stealth technology is intended to minimize radar cross-section and reduce detection range rather than to make an aircraft absolutely invisible. The success of radar systems as NEBO-M in modern combat depends on several elements, including the deployment of electronic warfare countermeasures, weather conditions, and the strategies applied by stealth aircraft. In theory, even if the NEBO-M radar detects a stealth aircraft, it does not ensure successful targeting or interception, since the radar will have to supply timely and accurate data to integrated air defense systems such as the S-400 or S-300, which depend on NEBO-M for threat acquisition. Given these complexity, NEBO-M may reflect a development in radar technology and provide some possibility for spotting stealth aircraft. But without solid real-world data, its true operational usefulness is yet unknown. Targeting these advanced radar systems helps Ukraine show its increasing capacity to threaten and discredit Russia's high-tech military setup. The NEBO-M radar is part of a greater network vital to Russia's air defense strategy, not only a standalone tool. Ukraine is upsetting the linked layers of defense Russia depends on to maintain airspace safety by turning off these systems. This leaves weaknesses Ukraine can take advantage of and balances things in her favor. Ukraine's ongoing destruction of Russia's command, control, and air defense systems is progressively erasing the underpinnings supporting Russian military operations. This approach complements the more general objective of lowering Russia's potential for continuous offensive operations and enabling Ukraine to reclaim lost territory and therefore exercise sovereignty over disputed areas. Thank you for following us.